I'm gonna go work on scrubbing in my tires before I have to worry about real world material interacting up with it and that sort of thing. It's actually been really nice temperature today, which is always nice. I got the day off from work, or else I'd be there now. But they say it takes about, let's see which way we want to go. They say it takes about 80 to 100 miles to scrub in tires. So I'm gonna go knock out 80 or 40 or so. Well, I think it's 60. I'm gonna go to a city that's near here and see if I can, well, I'll just go there and come back. So this is my first official little trip on my bike with my camera. So that's kind of neat. I just got a 2 gigabyte card in the mail today, so I'm kind of stoked about that. That was nice of him. Of course, he probably can't drive his SUV well, so that's why he'd go ahead and flag me out to go. But gotta take it easy on my back tire. So I was on the interstate earlier today, and some people say, oh, I wouldn't go on the interstate with a fresh tire. But I was fine. So maybe it doesn't apply to all. Most people are getting off of work. I think it's like 6 something. Now I need to get gas on the trip. I brought spare batteries too, because battery life on this camera is supposed to be like an hour. So we'll see what happens. At least since I have the LED in front of my face, I'll be able to know when it crooks off. And then just pull over and swap out the other battery. People probably wonder, I don't know how noticeable this LCD is. I'll have to like jump in my bathroom in front of the mirror and shut off the light and look at myself. As weird as that sounds. It's actually kind of chilly, but I got everything I need. If I start getting too cold, I got a balaclava and I got leather chaps, and I also can switch out to my winter gloves. Got my summer ones on right now. They're nice and thin. I swear it must have been like 70 degrees earlier today. I was actually roasting. Man, it was nice. While I was getting my rear tire replaced, my friend Brian and I were just chilling at the Honda Street and Trail place. It's up on Washington Road. Washington Road's a really big road that goes through Augusta that most everyone knows about. And for those of you who are watching that aren't from Georgia, Augusta is on the east side. There's Augusta, North Augusta. North Augusta actually is in South Carolina. So that tells you how close to the border we are. And with this, our claim to fame is the Masters. Now, I actually do not live directly in Augusta. I live on the outskirts in a little city called Grovetown. Video footage looks great on the LCD. I think I've actually got this thing nailed, where it's not like the first video I did at night where we spent more time looking at the road underneath my windshield. You can actually see more of what's in front of me here as far as level with the road. All this stuff, like up in here, you couldn't see too well. It's actually kind of windy. That's a medical prison. They got the guard towers, and I guess if someone runs away, they just shoot them. Well, probably not as horrible as that, but it's an option. Okay, it definitely is cold here, so we're going to zip up my leather jacket a little bit. I haven't had a good ride in a while. It's mostly been for commuting purposes, not so much as just get lost in one spot and cruise around. That's a racetrack, but unfortunately it's more so for drag than it is for bikes. So I'm out of luck there, guys. Well, then again, I don't think my 250 would really tear up the racetrack. But who knows what I might be on in the future. Now I'm actually on my way to Wrens. I got a buddy who lives down there, but I don't know his contact information, so I can't get a hold of him. Be like, hey man, I'm in your area. So he'll probably end up watching this at one point in time, and I guess that's when he'll figure it out. But that's okay. I actually can't see the speedometer as well as I thought. Not when I'd get my camera up to see things, so kind of have to rely on the sound of my bike, and usually where I have the throttle I have to know about how fast I'm going. And this road's 55 and I'm doing 64, which is pretty much my norm. I've yet to get a speeding ticket on the motorcycle, but throughout the years I seem to average one speeding ticket, and it can range anywhere from 20 to 23, 24 over the limit, so kind of put a bit of a speed demon, trying to fill that out a little bit. Going on these back roads here, there's not so much traffic, which is nice, because, you know, I'm scrubbing in my tires, and if I can get a nice environment, that's what I'm going to do. And I definitely want one that I'm not having to sit at red lights the whole time like I was doing earlier today. Oh wow, that window is smashed in. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's some interesting buildings as you go around here. I guess every little area has their rinky-dink, poor-looking buildings. They just make you think that you live in a poverty area. There's a railroad track that runs parallel to this road. Wow, look at me, I'm riding into the sunset. How romantic. And I got someone coming up on my butt. Yeah, we'll just let him pass. I'm not in the mood to deal with cagers today, so we'll just drop it down to 55 and hopefully pass me before this goes back to a one lane. Yes, oh my god, it's a motorcyclist and I'm not going fast. Oh, check that out. We've seen a lot more bikers since we're actually in some decent weather. I'm usually out here at 20 degrees or whatnot, and I get all bundled up for it. And I am usually pretty warm. I do end up getting shivers though. But that's okay. You know, I ride my motorcycle with a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.